I don't understand. I swear to God, I don't understand what our leaders in the northern Nigeria are doing. The people who is killing people every single day, why you are going and negotiated with them? This is a shameful. That means you cannot take action about them. That's why you go and negotiated with them. I swear to God, shame on you. Katsina State government, shame on you. This is a shameful thing. You go and negotiated with bandits who kill people every single day. Do you think after negotiation, they are not stop killing people? I swear to God, they are not stop. Because terrorists, they are hypocrites. How many times you are negotiated with them? How many times? Tell me. Still now they are killing people. Still now their neighbors stop. I swear to God, shame on you. Northern Nigerian leaders, shame on you. I cannot be more embarrassed to talk about this issue. Yes, if you cannot take our education seriously in the northern Nigeria, you cannot take our life seriously, you cannot take our health seriously, you cannot take our environment seriously, you cannot take our life seriously in the northern Nigeria, please, you should go away. You should go away. Northern Nigerian leadership is no monarchy. It is democracy.
Let the Katsina government tell me today how many of their commissioners, how many of the appointees at federal level, minister or whatever, who can go and spend 1 week in his town, in his birthplace?
Are you talking about most of the councils who have already negotiated peace agreements?
In their hometown. You are a district head with your Arewa, but you are not living there. You don't sleep there. So how can even the people respect you? How would the bandits even accept that you are serious in that matter?
Right, okay. So, Dr. Krufi, let's do this. In your view, who are the winners and who are the losers in this current arrangements as things stand right now?
No, we are the losers as human beings. Politicians are not interested in what happened to their people. Because now, what is it? You cannot farm. You cannot graze. You cannot go to the market. 70% of our schools are closed down. Some of the schools even are occupied by bandits. So who loses? But the wider losers are the Nigerian states. Because what is happening, killing of these people, it shows you in practical terms the totality of irresponsibility of the northern elites. Because here they are, or they come to Abuja, go to Lagos, steal money, perpetrate buildings, see what, like Malami, 657 property. You know, the craziness, what do you do is even though. So meanwhile, your people are being killed on a daily basis. So I think the southern elites, who are more serious than their counterparts, because they make industry, they make something that you have shown, I have seen your TV showing the bar charts. And I saw also Gomi was taking of master plan. I thought, if you are making master plan for Almajiri, this is Almajiri in the north. So when you make the budget, you surcharge the northern states. Because why should the southern people be taking care of your own problem, which you have created? So the South elites also, they have to be a little more serious to protest. When you come and make this security budget, then the security budget, 70% go to the North because of the irresponsible nature of the citizenship. It's a national thing. And equally, so for somebody you pay his irresponsibility, I think it doesn't make any sense.
Not have started though, they want to release bandits. Katsina State Governor wants to release 70 convicted bandits. I don't know what is happening with the North. They want to release people that have killed so many innocent people. They want them to start walking freely in the streets after destroying properties and taking lives. Why are the Northerners like this? What is the meaning of this? Governor of Katsina State, what are you doing? You want to release people that have taken lives of innocent people? What about the people that they were killed, their families? Have you gone to pay good compensation to them? How do you want these people to be feeling now? Now that you've released those that have already been convicted, bandits that have been sentenced to jail, you want to pardon them. What kind of pardon is this? Is this how to use pardon? Go and pardon people that steal, people that committed crimes. Pardon those people. Why do you want to waste your executive pardon on bandits? Bandits, they will now come back to the society. Who knows if they will go back to banditry? Military are working hard. Governors wants to free bandits. Katsina state governor wants to free bandits. My fellow Nigeria, is this practice right? Is this practice right? I have said my own.
Nigerians are here crying that they are not arresting bandits. The ones they arrest, they want to release them. On which condition? There's no need to be one Nigeria. Yes, because our problem is quite unfortunate that our problem is not their problem. Yes, the way we are crying, losing people for terrorism, they are there rewarding them, releasing the ones arrested. Oh, goodness sake. How does this even sound? How does it sound, for Christ's sake? Peace Day. The Peace Day they have been doing since last year. Since June last year. Has bandits stopped attacking the same Katsina state? Even as of a few days ago, there was an attack in Katsina state upon all the Peace Day. Right now, it's obvious that this is a normal business in that side. And the government needs to come clean. Yes, they need to come clean and tell us, say, we're in this business together. So that we'll stop worrying ourselves and know, say, we are fighting our own fight here. And for me, this has proven that the northern politicians or northern leaders, they know more. They know more about terrorism and all this terror group in the north. As well, from repentant Boko Haram now to repentant bandits, they will just release them now. They will go and form another name. As Tinubu don't design bandits now as terrorists, they go leave bandits now because Boko Haram is no longer reigning like bandits. As they don't design bandits now, the next thing they will do is to go and form another group. They go name that one. They will be operating under that new name until say they are not recognized as terrorists by law. This is quite obvious. This is a normal business in the north. In the same Katsina, it's more than 10 different peace deals they have had with bandits. Has terrorizing Katsina and some community and village in Katsina, has it ever ended? Have they stopped operating? Have they stopped attacking Katsina? What's the essence of peace deal? Why these people are not giving up? This is more like a lucrative, successful business to them. Nigeria, Otilo. Anyway, the news said a fresh controversy has broken out in Katsina State following the surface of an official document indicating that the state government initiated steps to secure the release of dozens of suspected bandits currently facing criminal trials. The document, a letter dated January 2nd, 2026, and classified as secret, was issued by the Katsina State Ministry of Justice and addressed to the Chief Judge of the state. It shows that the ministry requested the intervention of the Administration of Criminal Justice Monitoring Committee to facilitate the release of the detained suspects. Signed by the Director of the Public Prosecution. The letter disclosed that a list containing the names of 48 individuals accused of various banditry-related offenses had been forwarded to the Ministry of Justice by the Ministry of Internal Security and Home Affairs. According to the letter, the proposed release of the suspected is aimed at facilitating their release from detention as one of the conditions precedented for the continuance of the peace accord deal signed between the frontline local government and the bandits. In fact, and the bandits governments. The Ministry of Justice further revealed that while a handful of the suspects have been arraigned before the Federal High Court, most remain in detention awaiting trial at various magistrate courts across Katsina State. The letter also disclosed that a separate list of about 22 inmates currently facing trial before different high courts in the state was submitted, with the aim of having them released under the same peace arrangement. This disclosure has sparked outrage and concern among legal practitioners and civil society groups who warn that releasing suspects accused of serious crimes such as banditry could undermine the rule of law, deny victims justice, and embolden criminal groups. Critics contend that although peace initiatives are important, negotiating the release of suspects already in custody, some of whom are standing trial, raises serious constitutional, ethical, and security concerns. As of the time I'm making this video, the Katsina state government had not publicly explained what legal safeguards, if any, would guide the proposed releases, nor clarify whether victims of the alleged crimes were consulted as part of the peace process. The developments add to growing national debate over the use of negotiated settlement with armed groups aimed Nigeria's worsening security crisis. This country is a joke. Nigeria is a joke. Or should I say this country is an absurd comedy? What is this? So there's some news in Nigeria. How is this even real? How is this even happening in 2026? Did we enter 2020 with this same news? Like, this is deeply troubling. Releasing suspected bandits charged with various crimes. Bandits that are under trial for several crimes. They have operated, they have attacked different communities to appease them. For me, it sends a dangerous message of impunity and betrayals of victims to get justice. Peace deal with bandits or terrorists must prioritize rule of law, not to reward the bandits. And at this point, I can practically tell you for free, the northern part, it seems like our problem, we have different problem in this country. We are fighting the different thing. Because right now we here are fighting terrorism, lending our voice to end terrorism, while in some northern part of Nigeria, they are rewarding terrorism, they are rewarding them. So it's unfortunate. We're not fighting the same fight. And the best thing, if we don't have the same belief.
So I saw this news on the blog. It says, breaking, the Katsina state government has explained its decision to initiate the release of 70 persons suspected to be involved in banditry, saying the move was part of effort to sustain an ongoing peace deal with armed groups operating in the state. Now, after reading this news, I had to do nothing but just to laugh. Because tell me the kind of highest betrayer you are going to betray the families of the people who this banditry have dealt with in Katsina state. Now you are going to involve or negotiate with their release, then you release them back into the society, and they will not be roaming freely. So people say they don't buy for that community, for that state, for that villages. How would they now feel? You expect them to feel okay? You see, at this point, it is clear that the Nigerian government is not ready to fight insecurity. Yes, all this romancing with banditry, that is why banditry will never stop in Nigeria. Because most politicians are not ready to fight banditry, obviously because some governors are benefiting from insecurity that is going on in their state. So at this point, tell me in this 2026, despite the peace deal, despite everything you people have tried to bring these people, in fact, the rehabilitation you people have done to Boko Haram, still yet, they will wake up one morning and decide to buy people. Now, for people used to use SS force and tell them to surrender or buy, the one maybe say I don't see use state resources now take capture. You know, I want to negotiate their release, and you still call this a country. What do you think the international body is going to say when they see this kind of thing that is making headlines in our state? That will tell you that the governor of Katsina state, they enjoy as bandits and Boko Haram, they buy for their state.
So, the Katsina state government is currently initiating the release of about 70 persons who were suspected to be involved in banditry. So, in other words, bandits. The government says that the move was part of efforts to sustain an ongoing peace deals with armed groups that were operating in the state. The Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Mr. Nasu Mowazu, said that the decision was taken in connection with agreement that was reached between affected communities and the repentant bandits across several local governments in the state. So the people of Katsina, congratulations. It looks like you're having an early August visitor. This is 2026. Why are Nigerian governments still negotiating with terrorists? Where is the no tolerance to terrorism? If these people are terrorizing people's communities, homes, villages, why should the government be initiating their release? Well, an internal document that was publicly released says that I think about a couple, I'm not sure what the figure is, but a couple have already been released and more will be released again into the society. So people of Katsina, congratulations. You have an August visitor coming into your community.
In the case of Katsina peace deal or the management of the security in Katsina, it's not based on any law or any constitution. I think the government have been just very reckless and irresponsible to the extent that you don't care what is happening to your own people, killing your people on a daily basis. The question of taking even Amaria and Kankana, this is daily basis. These people live in this kind of life for the last 5-6 years. And also to the extent that you find in Katsina State today, more than 60% of our schools are not open. So kids who are supposed to be today in SS3, he didn't even go to school because 6 years you have been in the area of those kind of things. So the issue is, what is the consequence of this? And the why we are even more concerned of this recklessness of Katsina government. You are also affecting other parts of the country, particularly Kano. Because now a lot of the bandits after the amnesty, they will go and steal in Kano and come through Katsina to the bush. Because in Katsina you have a so-called peace deal. So you are not supposed to talk to the thieves when they are across your own area. And in any case, when you come for kind of this peace, and if you ask Katsina government today, what are the process of this peace? What are the documents? Who are the people in the team? Because when you are making peace deal, even if you are doing it in some remote area of China, you have to bring some eyewitness, some witness who will witness to experts, amnesty, journalists, to see, look, what are the provisions and who will do what. And then just I had the commissioner of security or whatever in Katsina is saying that, okay, now he was asked by the BBC and said, look, you say that you are making peace deal, but these people come with their arms. So he said, no, or the next process is to collect the arms.
Welcome back, my people. The Arewa elite now own done the too much. Why be saying now every time now they do make now the southern elite they take the responsibility of una own thing every time? If you know within una own personal person they talk for here, una go no say now una people na them the people will be say that they open una nyash because they know the kind of people will be say una don't be. Although the kind of people will be say me are the PC them na be that kind of boy will be say he don't talk for here. Where they talk say them una no give them anything like education, but the only thing we be say una know among them na those one we be say they don't choose to enter bad lane. Say those one among you we be say they won't do good thing, na no one to train those one, but now they give peace due to this one we be say they don't already do bad. I don't even know wetin concerning I don't even know wetin enter una head recently where una go talk say make they just give peace deal to people wey be say una don't arrest, even as una don't know say it dey hard for una to arrest bandit, although it dey hard for una. And this one where una manage Nigeria resources to arrest now, una don't dey talk am say una go free them, make they go back to the streets, make they start their normal business wey be say they don't dey do for una normally, although we know how una just dey. But the only thing let me say me at the pity now be the people where we say that they talk for here, because if you look at the old man where we say they talk something for here, he talk without even looking at any of you face, because he know within una they do and you know the kind of people where we say una be. So now why we say the southern elite supposed to protest against una, because this same man wey be say from north now we advise wey be say don't give the southern elite be that he say that make the southern elite make they enter street, make they begin the protest against una, because the responsibility wey be say una suppose dey take, una don put am upon them, and if they take am, una go come dey use one way or the other to free the same people wey be say okay they don arrest. Although we know the kind of thing wey be say okay e dey for una head as Naija don dey, or where we don get peace since wey be say they don strike this una side, una no dey happy. Una no want as everything just dey cold now, because una wan make na scatter make it dey everywhere. Now wetin una dey like, and e no go fit work for una, because we just keep watching. Make una release those guys wey be say una wan release. Make we see the street wey be say they go come now. Make we see if we go permit them to enter southern parts, or we no go permit them. Una go know that time. You see the kind of decision wey be say the Niger Delta militant dey take, na im be the decision wey everyone wey be say dey for inside south now go begin to take, because the way the Niger Delta militant they do, na im be good thing, and na im be good movement, because as it be so, it's like now waiting una wey be say una be Arewa leaders they like, because the other time wey be say they enter Niger Delta street, na so Niger Delta people na so they flush them out. Maybe now waiting una they like, una think say waiting be the talk online, a joke with the joke, make una keep doing it till when una release them where they come here. If we no flush those guys with una together, una mind go dey. If na chaos una want make it dey on ground, maybe we go do and make it just dey on ground, because na wetin una want normally, na the food wey be say una dey eat, and na wetin una dey drink. Maybe these people wey be say these guys dey on alive, wey be say una dey see them blood every time, una dey gain something from that blood. That is why una want make blood dey on ground every time, but na una own blood na im go down. Una will be northern leaders wey be say una no want make people rest for inside a country called Nigeria. Na so just be. And for those of una wey be say una get anything wey una want talk concerning wetin everybody dey talk here, make una drop it una get to talk below. And also if na today be the first time wey be say you dey come here, make you like, share, subscribe. Thank you.